Rise and shine on Australia's Vision Christian Radio.
Well, we have Svrcina joining us today. She's the support act for the Sound of Heaven tour, which is being fronted by Danny Goki very shortly in Australia. Svrcina, you're no stranger to Australia, but welcome to Rise and Shine.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for having me, you guys. I'm so excited to be a part of the tour and come visit you guys again, and it's going to be such a sweet time.
Oh, wonderful. Now, we think you've got the toughest gig there, Svrcina, because being the support act, you're warming up everyone for Danny. No one warms the crowd up for you. How does that feel? You've got the tough gig.
You know what? We're going to brew up some joy and we're going to just get the vibes going and bring all the energy we can. I feel like the last project that I put out is definitely the most like up-tempo that I've released. So hopefully we'll be able to sprinkle in some of those vibes that will have a good energy. But I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun.
It is good. And as I said, you're no stranger to Australia. I think you were the support act for, was it Jordan Filiers either last year or 18 months ago. Was that your first trip to Australia?
So I was supporting my very first trip. I was supporting Jeremy Camp on a couple days.
That's right. I knew there was a J in there somewhere. Yeah, I knew there was a J in there.
There was definitely.
You got that bit right.
And you know what? I don't remember him. I remember you. So there you
go. Absolutely. But I absolutely. I've been 2023, and then had a chance to be a part of a few events this past year, 2024, and just absolutely love your country so much, and the people are so lovely. So I'm really excited to come back and be able to, of course, support Danny, and be a part of the tour. It's going to be great.
You know, something that people might not be aware of, Svrcina, but I'm always really interested in is that you post yourself singing in garages, a bit of garage karaoke. We've heard of carpool karaoke. It's pretty big in my family. Tell us, do you think Australia has better garages? It's something that we could get into a garage with you and have a sing-along?
Seriously,
yes.
I would be down. I don't have extensive experience in Australia's parking garages, but I would love to test them out. See, the thing is that the reverb, generally speaking, in a parking garage is really fabulous. And I've learned that underground parking garages are even better than the above ground ones because the sound is just bouncing all down there. Underground parking garage. But I have not explored yours. So
well,
maybe that's something.
There may be an opportunity there for when you're here. We might need to try and make that happen.
A garage
Svrcina. Karaoke.
We'll choose a song. We'll have to practice because last time we sang with Darlene Check and Andy joined in, it fell apart pretty quickly, didn't it?
It didn't go very far. No, Darlene shut it down very quickly, Svrcina. She destroyed any hope or dream I had for a singing career was destroyed that day by the one and only. But I will allow Darlene to destroy that dream. It's okay.
Darn, the trio didn't get off the ground.
That's right. Yeah, the rocket never really got into outer space.
Darn it.
But I did see that you have done a lovely duet with Darlene Check, who we like to think of as our best friend of the show. It was just spectacular. What's your connection to Darlene?
I am forever toast that I got to be a part of that. Seriously, one of the greatest honors ever. Definitely long story that God has threaded throughout the whole thing. But I connected with a gentleman and a couple that is a part of Hope Unlimited Church in Australia, in part of the campuses, and they've been a mentor to me since 2020. Mm-hmm. And so any kind of opportunities to come actually have come through that relationship. It's been such a blessing. And the gentleman's name is Anton Becker, and he's been kind of a spiritual father, mentor with creativity too. And so he's works with Pastor Darlene. And so the very first trip that I came down, he introduced me to Pastor Darlene, and then I was doing some tour dates, and it was interesting because I actually, as the trip was coming to a close a couple days before I left, I just had this tiny whisper in the heart. I felt like the
Yeah.
Lord just kind of like whispered, I'm saving the best for last. And like 2 days before I left, Pastor Darlene texted my mentor Anton and asked if I would be open to jumping in the studio and putting down like a vocal and doing a version of Worthy is the Lamb with her. Because at the time she was putting together this 30-song project of songs from her like journey and career, some new songs as well. And so she was like really working on all of these tracks. So the day that we jumped in the studio ended up quite literally being the day before I left. So the whole trip was amazing, but I do feel like the Lord was like super sweet, and it like, I feel like he saved the best for last. It was like super special. So just like being in the studio with her, I've done a lot of collaborations and duets, but not ever like singing with the person at the same time. And she had the microphones set up facing each other, and it just was like super surreal to like stand across from her and be able to watch her worship and like, again, communicate something that she had written that the Lord had given her, and to be able to share and participate in that with her. She's been like so kind. So yeah, like seriously, a core memory of my whole life. It's like so grateful.
Yeah,
truly.
what a blessing. I mean, as someone who's been shut down by Darlene in an attempt to sing with her, the fact that she let you do the whole song.
She's obviously got talent.
Trust me, Svrcina, that is a blessing. Because, you know, if she wasn't enjoying it, she would have shut it down. I can promise you.
It's nothing short of a miracle.
We serve a God of miracles, Svrcina. But
Surely is for sure.
But I do want to ask you a deep question. It is really deep. So you're a Christian artist. You've come to Australia a few times. What is your sense? I mean, obviously Australia's got koalas, kangaroos, and nice people. But what is your sense about the spiritual climate of Australia? Do you get any sense when you come to Australia?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, I definitely. The 2 times that I've been, I do feel like there is a hunger that is stirring in people's hearts to want to know the Lord, want to be in His presence. And I, especially the first trip that I came, there were a few events that the turnout was like more than expected, and I could just feel like the people of God are hungry, and that there is a fresh fire stirring even in the next generation, with some of the young people as well. So I'm excited to see how the Lord continues to unfold that. But yeah, definitely like a hunger within the people for sure.
I think that's a beautiful point that you make. It's about that next generation. And your music, Svrcina, really does appeal to that younger audience. Andy here, you might not believe it, but he identifies himself as a 25-year-old, so hence he's loving.
Yes.
Of course.
That's my truth.
Absolutely.
And Oprah Winfrey would back
25.
Yeah, Oprah Winfrey would back
never
me up
getting
too,
older.
because my truth is more important than any fact or any reality. It's what my truth is.
Absolutely.
God bless Oprah. God bless her.
But a serious question behind that was to say that younger generation you're seeing, you're in the midst of, and you're ministering to, it's exciting. What are you seeing coming up through the ranks now with this younger generation digging into God?
Yeah, I think, and I've had some good conversations with other friends and like, yeah, just people in the church. But I do feel like just with social media, with technology, with certain things that have happened in the world, the next generation has been exposed to so much at such a young age. So there's kind of like, and even with influencers and people that are trying to influence you but don't really have any cred, I feel like there is a level of like a longing for authenticity and to kind of like cut through the fluff. I feel like because this generation or the next generation, they've seen so much already, and they want what is genuine. They want what is authentic. And when you truly see people that are, the gospel is totally legit, it's the real deal, Jesus is the real deal. And when you see people that are truly walking out the gospel in a super authentic way, I do feel like that is very attractive. So I'm excited. There seems like there is a level of passion and authenticity with the upcoming generation that's grabbed a hold of a real authentic faith. for sure.
Yeah, I would agree as a 25-year-old, Phil. I concur.
Oh, not 25.
Because we are down with that, aren't we, Svrcina? We are so down with that.
Yes.
Forever
25.
Authenticity. She's looking carefully now to see how old I am.
Well, that's right. When you're in that parking garage belting out the tunes, at that point you might be able to tell.
You know what? When you're singing in the garage, Svrcina, I'll be riding my skateboard in the garage because that's how I roll in garages. I don't sing, but I skateboard in garages. So like undercover car parks are good places to ride a skateboard. So you'd see a bit of that in LA, wouldn't you? A lot of people riding around on their skateboards in LA.
To be honest, whatever you even wanted to see,
it's there.
So
yeah. LA's got it. Yeah, I've been there. I love LA.
Yeah.
I love to visit, and God bless you for
me
living
too.
there. But you see some interesting
Thank you so
people, that's
much.
for sure.
It is definitely a variety of vibes, but I truly like. I'm so grateful to be here. It's a really special city, and the community of people. It's a lot. It's a hard place to live, and the cost of living. Just there's so much here for sure, but I know that God is at work in this city, and it's beautiful to witness and be a part of it. However he wants me to. So it's awesome.
And pretty amazing. You're actually in an Australian birth church in LA too, which is one of Darlene Check and Mark Check's churches. Isn't that incredible?
I know. I'm so grateful. And I've had a chance to visit a few of the campuses, Hope Unlimited Church in Australia. And then I went, because I moved to California via Nashville. So I had a chance, there's a Nashville campus, had a chance to go there for a little bit before I moved. And then being at the LA campus, it's beautiful to see there's like a unique identity that each campus has, but the heart that I do believe that obviously flows from like godly principles, but also just how Pastor Darlene and Mark lead. There's such a beautiful hospitality and sense of like genuine family and community that runs throughout every campus that I've been in that is really, really special. So I've been so blessed to be a part of the community at Hope UC in LA, and just treasure the people so much.
Oh, beautiful. We do have to let you go, but Svrcina, I'm just wondering if you're at a Aussie-based church in the States, are we serving up Vegemite? Are there some Aussie flavours happening there?
You know, I have not seen Vegemite flying around the LA campus. I haven't. No, there are definitely like street tacos.
Yeah.
More street tacos and some churros and some like LA vibes. But you know, we could have a potluck.
You totally should do that.
We should have a potluck with the Aussie
Vegemite
staples.
Now, when you've obviously
Tim Tam.
you have sampled Vegemite, tell us about your first experience of Vegemite. What was it like?
Okay, this might be a little cringy, but to be honest, I tried Vegemite for the first time on fruit salad.
Whoa.
No, who did that?
Whoa.
Who was giving you that advice?
I think that was self-inflicted, actually. There was like a lot of Vegemite at the table, and we were staying at an Airbnb, and I guess I could have tried it on bread, but to be honest, it actually was not bad. It was kind of like a sweet, it was kind of like a sweet and savory thing going on. And I mean, to be fair, it was like a tiny,
just a little,
like,
I see.
Just a little
sample.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually relatively tasty on the fruit salad, but I have not given it the like proper go that it's supposed to. And I do realize that. So I should probably try it on a slice of bread like you're like a normal human being next time I come.
And toast the bread, lots of butter, real butter from a real cow, and then the Vegemite on top. That's how you roll.
Okay, so the butter is first layer, first 3 or 4 layers.
It's definitely almost more butter than Vegemite. Tell you what we'll do, Svrcina, we need to make a date when you come out, meeting in a parking garage so we can try our garage karaoke, and we'll bring the Vegemite and properly put it on bread for you. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds like a plan to me.
And the skateboard. So I'll be doing 360s on the skateboard in the background because it's all about social media. You and I both know that, Svrcina. It's not just about the visual, the verbal sound. It's about the visuals as well. So I'll be doing my 360s. You'll be singing.
And then
Vegemite.
we'll be finishing up with an ambulance taking Andy away.
Yeah, seriously. And you can hold your loaf of bread and butter and Vegemite while you're on the skateboard. And it is the whole full experience. I'm tracking with you.
And as long as we go viral, that's all that counts. That's all that matters. As long as we go viral. Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
That's all that matters to me. I don't know about you. That's all that matters to me.
100%. I love it. I'm down.
You're down.
You're down.
Well, when you do come down, it's the Sound of Heaven tour. You can buy tickets now if you've been inspired. You want to get along. Here's Svrcina warm up the crowd for Danny Gokey. I'm very excited. We'll be there, Svrcina. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh my goodness, this is a blast. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
See ya.
We'll see you soon.
God bless.
Oh, dear.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.